all right. Here we go. Let's do this thing. Just jump in the studio and have a little bit of fun, because the only mission that this nearly famous semi-professional motivational disc jockey dude has today is to make sure you're getting what you want in life. That's it. Have a little fun, laugh at yourself a little bit, learn a few things that are cool, but most importantly, leave you inspired with a boost, some extra boost juice maybe today and all week long to get you there so you get what you want. I know it seems really simple, but sometimes simple is the ultimate form of sophistication. Today, a little bit of motivation so you can always reach your goal. Wait a second, 100% legit? Yeah, I mean, there's a way to do it. There's very simple stuff that you can do to reach your goals. We don't have to overcomplicate it, and I like to keep it simple because I find that when I break it down to that, okay, come here. Daily Boost, motivationmove.com, you got all that stuff, right? So here's the thing. A lot of y'all like to get spreadsheets out. You like to get your computer things. You like to journal. You got notes all over the place, Post-its on the wall, Post-its on your phone, like that Progressive commercial. No, the other, Liberty. It's that commercial, right? A lot of y'all are overcomplicating everything you do, and you wonder why you can't get where you need to go. I'm telling you, you need to clear out the clutter, slow down, and get simple. Yesterday's show and today's show, very, very simple. If you will embrace the concept I teach on these two shows, your life will change fast, almost immediately, and that's a promise. Just send me a note. Thank you, me. You can do it. My name is Scott Smith. I'm the founder and the Chief Motivating Officer here at motivationmove.com. Having more fun than the boss said I was allowed to have doing this thing, but at the same time, y'all know I own the company. I am the boss. By the way, it's so cool when I get complaints. People send a complaint in to me, and I see all the tickets that come in. I do. We have people that Sarah watches that for me, but I see it all the time. And it's so funny. They complain about that host. Okay. Well, we'll leave it at that. I'm just saying. YouTube is fired up this week. I had a while here to do it. I've been doing it for about 3 months. I decided to go on camera and show my shaggy 9-week growth. Working on that Silver Fox thing. We'll see if I get it. And maybe might have to get a little Brotox. It's the guy's version of Botox, if you didn't know that. We'll see. As I come part of the Bro Club or the Beard Club, right? Check it out. dailyboostpodcast.com/YouTube. So how do we always reach our goal? How do we do that? Is there a way of doing that? Is it possible to make that happen? Can you have the motivation to always reach your goal? Probably. But it's easier than you think it is. Now, sometimes I have, over the years, and it's not even uncommon weekly, sometimes daily, to have somebody get me on the phone and say, Scott, motivate me. Motivate me, Scott. Dig down deep inside. Get me motivated. Well, I like to think if you've already contacted me, if you've reached out to me, that you're already motivated. I think you've already done that. You've taken that first step, right? Do you agree? Sometimes we have to just accept that. And to be honest, when people say that to me and I say, haven't you already done that? Aren't you already motivated to get here today? Yeah, but I need to go there. All right, well, at least we've done that. It's kind of a string of things that come together. Now, motivation, it's in our company name. Motivation, like Zig Ziglar said, is one of those things that it's like bathing. You should do it every day or two at least, right? You should have some motivation all the time. It really is core to being a human. But you don't want to be just motivated. You want to get stuff done. And that's where the frustration comes in. You either can't get motivated or you do get motivated and then you don't get things done. We got to do both, okay? So how do you reach your goal? Well, if you want success, you got to go after the goals with consistency and with dedication. You just have to. You must want it for yourself. In fact, you got to want it for yourself more than anybody else wants it for you. We're a society that looks for people pleasing. We look for approval from somebody else. I know I look for approval from my wife usually, and I've learned now I don't have to do that. But it's manifested in a strange way. She's like, I don't care what you do, just go do it. It's up to you. Go do your thing. She's my motivator. But I've also manifested it into buying stuff because I've figured out that if I want it for myself more than she wants it, I'm going to get it, right? It works. I'm not talking about being narcissistic at all, selfish. No, not at all. I'm talking about being human. Anything is possible if you want it, but you got to want it for yourself more than anybody wants it for you. You can't do it for anybody else. Sometimes that's the prime driver in your motivation. Sometimes you want to make your parents proud or somebody proud. Who knows what it is? Do it for your kids. You hear that all the time on TV. I'm doing it for my kids. You can make your dreams come true. And it's so true you can, but not unless you want it for yourself more than somebody else does. You are the engine that drives your dreams. Figure that out yet? Others are going to help. I'll help you. I will help you. But in the end, your actions are the only thing that's going to lead you to the reward. Which actions, Scott? Tell me the actions I'm going to take. And I only say that because people have said it to me a lot. Tell me what to do, Scott. Give me the yellow brick road. Happy to help the best I can. I can give you 10 steps to get there, but there's about 20 steps in between every step that I give you. that I don't even know what's going to happen to you. So I can't really give you that. All I can say is if you want it bad enough, if you want it for yourself more than somebody wants it for you, you're going to go after it. You're going to figure out those steps to get there. You're going to get the reward. There's no possible way not to get the reward. I had a conversation with a young man this week, and he was trying to figure things out. 23 years old. He's probably listening today. And, what I was telling him was, to me, very basic stuff. But I had to remember he's 33, 40. I'm 63. 40 years younger than me. Oh, my God. Hard to believe. And I told him, I said, dude, you just don't know exactly where you need to be because you haven't been there yet. But as long as you know what the reward's going to be, what you're going after, you can get it. And that was his problem. He didn't know quite what the reward was, so we defined that. I remember when my kids got older, I had a real talent for manifesting what I wanted in my life. I would just go out and make things. That's when I started doing my own business. I would just get up one day and go, I got an idea, and go make money out of it. And one day my son, as he got older, and we had this conversation over the summer at a summer vacation as well, up in the cabin in North Carolina. He said, Dad, how do you always seem to create what you want? You just need to make up your mind and go do it. Now, to me, it's me. It's what I do. I don't have any other way to do it. And, that's how I got fired so many times, how I got hired so many times, how I created all kinds of things in my life because I don't know any other way. You may not be like me, but a lot of people are, but maybe you're not. You don't know the way. You know the way you've been taught. So I said, this is my answer to him, and I've said this over the years. I said, very simply, you must decide that you want it before you can get it. It sounds simple, right? But I cannot tell you how many people I talk to on a regular basis. In fact, I'll even go so far as to say a lot of people pay me a whole lot of money, and I spend week after week after week trying to get them to decide. And they say they've decided, but I know down in their heart and soul they haven't done it yet. They're still fixing to get ready. They're still kind of going in that direction. You must decide to cut off every other option. It must be plan A and no plan B before you're going to get it. That is the engine that drives your dreams. When there is no other option, you're going to make it happen. I kind of laughed. He said, is that like you telling me to make my bed when I was a kid? Okay, yeah, it's kind of like that. You got to decide to make your bed, kid, if you want to keep your dad happy and get your allowance. One more thing here. Now, some people think that when they reach their goals, they can take a break. That's not really so. Permanent success does not come from temporary actions. That's for darn sure. Did you hear what I said right there? Permanent success does not come from temporary actions. Yes, some things are occasionally temporary, but for the most part, you got to keep doing it. The real reward are the new opportunities in your life, and everybody loves a winner. So when you stay at it every single day, you've decided you're going to go after it, you're going to get it. That's all you really have to do. You are the engine that drives your dreams. And remember that always, 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 always. And if you got to get a little bit obstinate, if you got to get a little bit angry to make sure it happens, and darn it, go do it. But you're the only person who can drive it. Nobody's going to do it for you. Nobody will. Why? Oh, come here. Okay, one last thing before we leave. Here's why. Because everybody's busy taking care of themselves. They got stuff to do, right? And while they support you and they want to help you and they want to guide you, they got stuff to do. So they can't do their stuff 24 hours a day while helping you do your stuff 24 hours a day, can they? So people got stuff to do. So unless you step up, decide what you want, and go after it, might not happen. If you do, the motivation's going to be there for you. Try it. All right, tomorrow we're talking about, what are we talking about? I don't know, something. Go to, check me out. Go to the Daily Boost podcast page. DailyBoostPodcast.com. Get more of this stuff. MotivationToMove.com is also where you can find me. I'll see you tomorrow right here.